Good morning, everyone. Today I'm back with Ginger of Ginger's Corner, and we are making embellishments for this week's swap. And the swap this time is called Let's Stay Home. It's anything to do with what you might do while you're staying at home. And we're avid gardeners, not like flower bed. We grow vegetables, and so anyhow, that's what I'm gonna do. That's the first thing that came to my husband's mind when I said, so what do we do when we stay home? It's like, watch movies, you know, we hang out. I mean, I don't know what we really do. I do a lot of scrapbooking, as you know. But anyway, he's like, well, gardening. That was the first thing that popped into his head. So, so anyhow, I had purchased this die from Temu, and this was the one that I got out to play with right away. So, because he had said that. So, it's like I have used scraps with the exception of this here is from a 6x6, because this is the color that he said looks like our watering can. And let's see, I think that's the only one that wasn't a scrap. Pretty sure. Okay. So, but I did have a few other scraps, but I ran out because I also went for the greens. And then I thought, oh, I'll do one in floral. So I've got, what, like 4 different papers? Yeah, because this is actually the same paper, just 2 different ways. Okay. And so this was one die. All these are, you know, one set of dies. And then I had purchased also this little, I thought I was getting the fence and the gate, but all I got was the gate and this, and you didn't get the floral or the love. You didn't get the love. And you didn't get the little fence, and that's what I was really wanting, the little fence. But I thought, well, this would work, because I just went to grab something that I thought about putting a piece, you know, just a rectangle base behind there, because I thought I want something to glue it to, even though I thought, well, it might be fun to get everything separately. I really liked having it all together as one piece. So that's what I decided to do. Now I have inked the edges of everything because I want it to look like it's been doing its gardening work for a while. And let's see, the only things I haven't inked, I think, is this. And I haven't even finished putting this one together because I thought I'd do a little bit of it together. But I've inked the gloves, and I think I have blue floral gloves, but lots of times I just go out without them because I forget about them. And then it ruins my nails. And then I did the flower pot. And now when I do something like this, I will take the ink I'm using is walnut stain, and I will put it underneath this because there will be a shadow here. So I kind of pushed it apart and kind of ran it across there. And then I don't really ink above there. And then I ink down here. So I try to, you know, think of where the shadows would be and ink in that area. I did not really ink the fence because I figured most of it would, you know, it's like the things are going to be in front of it. So it's going to kind of make its own, but I think I will kind of run across there. Okay. And then I kind of inked around everything else, just because when you're out there, I mean, we're really good at putting our tools away dirty. It's like, oh, we're done, you know, and put them away. And, okay, now this one, it's like, I do ink around, and because it's a little spade, you'll have like it will get a little darker in the middle, so I do that. And here's the little clippers. And so I'm doing that. And so I need to put the handle. Now this is one die cut. And so when I did the handle, you actually have to do another one, which I did put a white piece of paper underneath there so I wasn't using all the green, because I have a bunch of white but not as much green, because you know you're using it for leaves and other things. So I didn't have a whole lot of scraps. Actually, this wasn't from a scrap either. This was from a 6x6, and I forgot that that was actually from a 6x6. And so those things I took from there just because green is not, I don't have a lot of green in my scraps, because I think I've turned them all into leaves previously. Oh, and guess what? Do I got that going the wrong way? I think it goes this way. Oh, there we go. I just was up too high. And so in the little picture they had red handles on this, and I thought, yeah, mine has red handles. And then they had green ones on this, and I think we've actually had a green handled spade, and we've also had a wood handled spade, which I actually think we have now, because our last one we wore it out. Okay, so I think I have everything done like that. Okay, so first of all, this again, I cut one in black so I could have black soil. I thought I want really dark soil, and in my scraps I did not have a really dark brown, so I went ahead and just made it black, because I thought, you know, the darker the soil the better it is. So I kind of pulled this open a little bit, and then I tucked the soil in just a little bit like that. Now the first time I did flip it around, and then I had the wrong side of the leaves, which on this one it wouldn't be too bad, but I did paper that was kind of different colors on the other side. Okay, so I'm gonna put some glue here and glue right over top of this, and then I'm gonna cut this part of the soil off. So just working with the die to get the look of it, and even working with other dyes, I've noticed you kind of have to do that, so it's not just the Temu dyes. Okay, just depending on how you want them to look. Okay, so I'm gonna put some glue on just the first two pieces of the first two pickets, I guess it would be, and put this over here, maybe about that low. And I think I'm just not getting enough glue on, because it's like I think here I just need more glue, because I know my little sample I had to do the same thing. Okay, so I'm gonna put it about here. And then with this one here, I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna put some here and across here, and maybe just a little bit here. Okay, and I'm gonna bring the watering can up close to where the handle is at that wood picket. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the gloves, and I've already antiqued those too, because you know how dirty they get. You know, if you accidentally got a piece of some wet ground, you can get pretty muddy gloves. I really love fresh tomatoes and stuff like that, so we like to garden. Okay, so I'm going to put that about here. So I'm going to put some glue here. Kind of lean it up against the little pot. And then I have a little packet of seeds. And I can't make out what kind of seeds it says. It's pretty small. And I'm gonna tip it just a little bit so it looks like it's leaning up against my little pot there. And then one of these is called a rake and the other one's called what? I think I knew the other day. But this little, it's like a weed puller outer. So I'm gonna put a little glue here and here and kind of lean it up against the pot. And I'm actually doing it like the one in their diagram showed, with the exception of they didn't have it leaning up against anything. But I thought I have to have it leaning up against there. But I liked their arrangement because everything is clustered together really well. Okay, and let's see here. I'm gonna have trying to figure out where my glue is gonna end up. Okay, so I'm putting this here like it's laying on the ground. Now this one here, I had cut off the end too much, but it's all right because it's going to be covered up with a spade. So I'm going to put this one here. And the way that things are layered and the colors and everything, I think it makes them look pretty dimensional, even though they're just all glued flat. Oh, and they're all stuck to my paper a little bit. So that's it. I'm gonna go make 4 more because I do 4 for the swap. And then I make 1 for myself and 1 for my scrapbook buddy. And thanks for joining me today. And remember that everybody else that's playing, there will be a list of them down below. Also at the top, there will be a place where you can click on and see the whole list of embellishments by different people. So you can actually say play them all. And like I just go over there and find the ones that don't have the red line underneath them, because that way I know I haven't seen them. And also there's a place where you can log on to the Facebook group. So if you want to play along and join the swaps, you can join there, and Ginger will show you what you have to do to make your thing and make your embellishment, and how to wrap it up and mail it in and get your swaps back. So thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful day. I will have a close-up at the end, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.